Alright, I'm going to do a review on Hollow the Dawn versus Loaded Lux. This is the first review I've ever done. The camera is not the best and all that, so, if I continue to do this stuff, obviously I'll invest and get better equipment. But, first of all, I just want to say that I am a fan of Loaded Lux, the battle rapper, and the artist outside of battle rap. Regular rap, if you want to call it that. Hollow, I'm not a huge fan of Hollow the Dawn, the battle rapper. I do respect him, but he's not the battle rapper I'm gonna go, look up his whole catalog and check out all his battles and all that. I like Hollow the Dawn, the rapper, more than I like Hollow the Dawn, the battle rapper. Like I said, I've been a fan of battle rap. Well, I used to be an old school. If I'm just a quick preference, this will only last 15 seconds, and I'm gonna get into the break or my opinion on it, because I'm not gonna break down bars or anything. But I was a fan of battle rap back, 13 years ago, man, when they were doing it on beat and all that stuff. I remember dudes like Idea. I remember dudes like Juice. I remember the Scribble Jam. I didn't watch the Scribble Jam or go to. I just knew of it when it was, when it was going on. And, I lost track of battle rap for years. And then, this is sad to say, but it's the truth, man. The first battle rap I saw was that, man, when Math Hoffa punched that dude Dose. And it was like, it was so big. I wasn't even into battle rap. I just happened to see it on YouTube, and then probably like 6 months later, I started getting into battle rap. I think Bill Collector. It wasn't even Bill Collector, man. It was that dude Big Cheese, where he does some Big Cheese remixes. He did a Big Cheese remix of Bill Collector, and that kind of pulled me in. All right. Anyways, to the Lux Hollow battle. Like I said, I am a fan of Lux and all that. I've seen this battle probably 5 or 6 times. I've seen it a lot. And I ordered the pay-per-view, spent the 30 or 40 bucks, whatever it was, and after the first viewing, I gave it to Lux. And like I said, I did have a bias for this battle at that time, and that probably played a role in it. Did I understand all of Lux's bars when I made that decision? No. Did I understand all of Hollow's bars? No. There was some stuff that Hollow said that the second time around, I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't realize that, you played on words that much, or you schemed that much, or, whatever you want to call it. But, to me, Lux's content is a little bit more mature. It has a little bit more depth to it, and I'm comparing him to, to the field on average. And, he speaks on societal issues, and that's what's great about it. You know what I mean? That's what's great about it. He's creative enough that he can take that type of content and bring it into battle rap and it still be accepted. That in itself is huge. I'm not going to break down bars or anything like that, but there is one bar that did stand out to me. And, I don't even want to say there's one, but there's a lot of stuff that stood out to me. But the one bar I do want to give it a shout out to is that Lux. Black woman banging on a box for y'all to get the picture. That whole setup, man, was that was out of this world, man. And props to the battle rapper Conceited, man, because I saw some little video clip that he did, and he gave a shout out to those same bars. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's, give it up to it. So after the first viewing, I gave it to Lux, because I felt like there was more depth to what he was saying. Hollow got booed a little bit towards the end. He had a couple dry spots, like I think Good said that, a couple dry spots. I'm using the exact same wordage. But he got booed a little bit towards the end. Lux may have got booed a little bit, not as much as Hollow. I think Lux did choke at the end of his second round, but the thing about it is, when you choke at the end of a round and you already have all the content in enough for it to be a round that people are actually going to judge or measure, then, you don't really, the choke doesn't weigh in as much. It's not like the Calico choke, you know what I mean, where 30 seconds into it, you're done, you know what I mean, two totally different things. But I will say this, with Lux's style, alright, battery died on the first, so this is second to error. I'm just going to continue where I was at. But with Hollow, watching it in a, different settings with different people, Lux's content requires you to be not only a fan of hip hop, but it requires you to be somebody. Lux is talking to a certain person. Let me put it that way. Lux is not talking to the masses necessarily. So the masses are not going to, find his content as appealing as, the demographic that he's actually talking to. And watching it with a couple friends, they're not into battle rap all like that. My friend just happened to throw the battle on, whatever, so I was just catching people's reaction. And Lux is not, he's over people's head. He's using, the way he's talking, he's going fast. People aren't connecting with what he's saying. And then when Hollow comes in, Hollow's straight to the point. He's direct. And that rebuttal that he had, and I don't even think it was a rebuttal, actually. I think it was just part of his writtens, but where he said, just because you don't understand what he's saying or whatever, then that doesn't make him nice. That shit hit doubly hard, because there's a lot of people that are in that position like, man, what the fuck is this dude saying? I can't even follow it. And then the dude comes on next to him and he says what you're thinking. And so it hit doubly hard. For a lot of people, it was over right there. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, like, if this battle was judged, let's say there were 3 judges, man, Hollow wins 2-1. I would be that one judge, though, that gave it to Lux. That's why I think, for me, Lux was more entertaining. But I think that Hollow had the mass appeal. I think there's more people that thought Hollow won, and I understand why they think he won. But you just can't get around what Lux is doing. I mean, I'm a little bit older cat, you know what I mean? And to me, Lux is coming from like that tree of, like, content wise, he's coming from that tree of like Chuck D and them, man. Like, the dude is dropping some relevant shit, you know what I mean? And it's important to have that represented in hip-hop, man, and that's what it's about. That's why dudes ride on Lux so much, because he's bringing something in. He's bringing something to battle rap that used to be a staple of hip-hop, and we just got away from it. And it's that message, it's that content, it's that educational side of it. And I'm not talking about, obviously people get tired of people just preaching to them and everything, but when you can put it in a music form and you can make it entertaining, you know what I mean? Then it's not always preaching. And if you can, present it in a way that people don't reject it, it takes a lot of creativity, and that's what Lux does. But he is talking to a particular demographic, and Hollow is talking to a lot wider audience, and he's just more clear with it, man. And honestly, if you're not hardcore into this stuff, you probably think that Hollow body bagged him, and I get it. I understand it. I am not pissed at it at all. You know what I mean? Not at all. But yeah, it was a great battle. Very, very good battle. A lot of replay value to it. Lux is going on to battle Mook, and that's another thing. You know what I mean? Is that in many people's eyes, Lux lost, but, Lux is getting the Mook battle, which is likely going to be the highest payout ever for, this era of battle rap. And Hollow seems like I don't know what Hollow's going to do. It sounds like he had a battle going with Joe Budden for a while, but I don't know what happened with that. Obviously, if he could pull that off, that would be huge. But if he can't pull that off, then, you know what I mean? It's like, all right, in a lot of people's eyes, you may say Lux lost, but he's being rewarded. And, you know what I mean? Is Hollow just going to battle, regular type stuff, regular paydays, But it's just stuff to think about. So like I said, I think if it was a judge battle, I think Hollow would have won. I prefer Lux's bars better because I think they have more depth to them. I think that they talk on more relevant stuff, but Hollow was more direct. He attacked Lux more direct, and I think that resonated with the casual to entry level fan. And I think Lux connected more with the hardcore type URL fan. I think that's why when you get a lot of people that say Lux won, those are the dudes that that are deeper into the culture. And I'm not saying that people that are deep into the culture don't say Hollow won. I think that when you get deep into the culture, you get both of that. But the farther removed you get from the culture, it just turns all Hollow. That's what I'm getting at. So yeah, man, that's my review. Like I said, battery died halfway through it, so I'll cut it up and make it make sense. All right, man.